Yes, you can turn this into this. Oh wait, that's the old one. You can turn this into this into this, or you can turn this into this.
Yes, that's right. Last year, I turned an iPhone 5 into an iPhone 16. And you guys loved that video so much that I decided to make the ultimate version, and also has a few surprises there. A lot of you are also asking for a version that worked on iOS 12, starting at 5S and 6, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. This video has two parts, the software part and the hardware part, but I saved the best part for the end. Make sure to stick around. So for this, you're gonna need to jailbreak. So with jailbreak, you either get Sileo or Cydia. And what I want you to do with either of those apps is when you go in, you go to Sources, Edit, Add, and add all these sources that you see on the screen right now. So after you're done doing all that, we can actually go on to installing tweaks. And the first tweak that we're actually going to download is Snowboard. And this tweak allows you to set custom themes, and you're going to need to pair Snowboard with this solid glass tune. This is made by me, and this guy has been updated since that video to actually include the icons in the settings as well. It looks literally one-to-one. So you just tap modify and install. You're going to go to settings, scroll down to Snowboard, enable it, and select theme. And solid glass comes in two variants, so you could get the light mode just like this, but you can also go with the dark mode variant. And a new 2.2 update that just came out about a few days ago added the tinted clear icons. You can enable it, and isn't that nice? And I think it looks even better on here.
Now, time for a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Wondershare Dr.Fone. If you ever mess around with your phone like I do, installing tweaks, testing things, or just experimenting, you probably know how easy it is to accidentally break something. Dr.Fone is basically a toolkit that lets you manage and repair your phone right from your computer. It can help with things like backing up your data, transferring between files, fixing certain system issues, and it's truly an industry-leading mobile unlocking solution that helps you regain access to your device effortlessly if you ever get locked out. So if you ever end up in a situation where your phone is acting weird, or you just want an easier way to manage your data from your computer, it might be worth checking out. I'll leave the Dr.Fone link in the description if you want to try it for yourself. Now let's get back to the video.
Old iOS versions, and if you're watching this video, your iPhone probably has a clock like this. iOS 16 updated it, and you can actually customize it, and iOS 26 actually made it even better because now it's more classier. And so to get this kind of customizable clock on iOS 12, you're gonna need to use Locktime X, which is also made by me, by the way, and you're gonna need to pair it with ZenHTML. Once you download it, you need to go to settings, go scroll down to ZenHTML, go to lock screen, foreground widgets. I have Rail one set, but you can choose like whatever you want. So for example, I can choose the same one I have on here. So that one is stencil. And so when I just set it, see, it's like this. But if you have a light wallpaper and you want the contrasty look, you can also choose dark variants. So I can choose stencil but dark, like so. It doesn't go that well with this wallpaper, but it does go really well, for example, with this one. And once you apply it, make sure to go down and hide the original lock screen clock on all pages. And now comes one of the most important parts, and that is on iPhone 10 and 10R, 11 and later, you don't have the home button. So what you do is you swipe up to go home and everything, and you can get that exact same thing on your iPhone. So you can swipe up to unlock, swipe up to go home, swipe down for the control center, press and hold for the app switcher and everything. It's really cool. It also allows you to get the iPhone 10's rounded dock instead of the squared one that you get normally with the home button iPhones. And that is done by Home Gesture. This is a really nice tweak. It works on iOS 11 and 12. If you have a jailbroken old iPhone like a 5S or a 6, this is a must-have tweak. Like, you have to have this tweak. In iOS 18 in 2024, Apple introduced the rounded control center, like circle icons and everything. But in 2025, with iOS 26, we got that liquid glass effect everywhere. As you can see, it's all rounded and circled and modern looking. You can actually do the same on your iOS 12 device and even on iOS 11 and 12 devices. So you can go to Cydia and get yourself rounded CC. While it's not exactly liquid glassy, looks pretty much the same as the iOS 18 one, which I think is really nice because, you know, come on, if you really try to force liquid glass on this A7 processor, this would probably explode. Up next, let's bring up dark mode. So on iOS 13 and up, you get this option in your control center to get the dark mode, and you know, it looks really nice, everyone's using it. But everything before then was stuck to light mode. There was no dark mode at all. With Jailbreak, you can download Eclipse X or Noctis as well and get dark mode on your iPhone 5S and 6 like this. It looks pretty awesome in my opinion. It looks pretty much one-to-one to iOS 15 right here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. One really cool thing you can do is to change the iOS version in the settings, and for that you can just use, there it is, AirSats, and what you can do in here is just hub plus and just type in, for example, I'm running 11.1, so I'm gonna type in 11.1. If you're running iOS 15 or if you're running on iOS 12.5.8 or something, you just input that, and I'm gonna replace it with the 26.4, which is in beta currently, and basically that's it. You know, just like in the last video, 26 on iPhone SE, that's pretty true. And you know, you can even get the Apple Intelligence and Siri with AirSats, Siri and search. And as a replacement, just type in Apple Intelligence and Siri, and you get that same effect as we did in the previous video. So yeah, for the 5S, that's pretty much really it. But that is not all at all. First of all, guess the phone. Alright, look at this. This is the surprise that I was talking about. Just getting liquid glass things on an iPhone 5S, which came out in 2013, is a crazy thing to do even. It's a crazy feat, you know? But doing that on an iPhone 4S, running iOS 9, mind you, that came out in 2011, that's pretty crazy if you ask me. This guy looks just like that, you know, I just got rid of icon labels. Solid Glass 2.2 works on iPhone 4S, and you can use Eclipse 3 to get dark mode on iPhone 4S. And you also get the new clock fonts from iOS 16. And the most important thing you have to do is get the wallpapers. Get the iOS 26 wallpaper too. You know, wallpaper is the main thing that gives the feeling, like, trust me. And you know, because we have a dark mode going on here, we can actually go ahead and enable Solid Glass Dark. As you can see, it works. Pair it with a dark mode wallpaper and you're golden. This guy looks friggin' awesome. Look at that. Even the city, I got the new icon. Feels like got the new icon, and you know, all the Find My Friends got the new icon. Everything is updated, and as mentioned in the new update, you can do Solid Glass Clear Tinted, and it looks phenomenal with the dark mode background. This is the feat that we achieved today with the tweaks.
So last year I merged an iPhone 5 and 12 mini or 16 cases by making a new camera bump from scratch out of paper, and also some prints to make it look realistic. And now I was planning to do the same here, but I got an even better idea. Just like last time, I bought two cases, one for the iPhone 5 and one for the 14 Pro Max. Yes, I know I said iPhone 17 because you can do this exact same thing with the iPhone 17 Pro case. I just went with the 14 one here because it looks kinda nice on a phone this small. Thank you. Anyways, make sure to use the cases that have the same or at least very similar colors to complement the look. In my case, I played safe by just going with black on both cases. So I start by cutting out the camera bump, and because it's so thick, it was actually a pretty easy thing to do with a normal kitchen knife. And now comes the main part, the cameras. Since I wanted it to look factory-like an, OEM, instead of making fake cameras out of paper, I just ordered one of these camera protectors, and man, even without the case bump, it looks quite nice, but of course I'm not gonna leave it like that. I proceeded to take out the individual lenses and glued them to the case part, while also adding some black paper behind to make the lenses look real. Now, we can just glue this part to the case with some B7000 glue and call it a day, but it doesn't really look that nice with these jagged edges like this, so I used some black electrical tape and carefully applied it on the edges of the camera bump, and I think it looks a lot better now. And as a bonus, I added MagSafe magnets so the actual MagSafe accessories are also usable. This is a hardware upgrade after all.